All right. Obviously, this was a much different game than when we played them over at their place about 2 weeks ago. I thought our guys really fought hard, did a great job of guarding the three. Last time we played them, I think they made 17 threes. Tonight they made 4, and I thought that was credit to our guys and the way we guarded out on the perimeter and made it tough on them. The other side of the coin is we didn't do nearly as good a job rebounding the ball as we would like, and weren't able to create tempo the way we wanted to play off of missed shots. And that's a credit to them. Let me say this. I think Lamar is maybe our most balanced team in our league. I mean, they've got shooters that are just, as good as anybody in the league. They've got athletes. They've got inside players. They've got depth. I think as far as balance goes, they're as good as anybody in the league. And obviously they've now won 9 in a row and are certainly on a roll. But I couldn't be prouder of our guys and the way they fought. We knew we were in for a handful going into this game, but I felt really good about where we were as a team, and I thought our guys gave it every shot. We were down 10 late in the game, and they didn't blink an eye because we've been in those situations many times throughout the year and fought our way back into games. So really, that's it.
Okay, we'll open it up for questions for the student athletes now. Brandon
Williams, Southland.org. Jalon, just talk about the contributions from the bench. On the night where it seemed like the starters were struggling a bit offensively, you guys came off the bench and really gave the team a lift.
Yeah, that's first of all glory to God, first and foremost. Coach Ron allows me to come in the game and do what I do best, and that's just, try to contribute to the team in any way I can. So if that's scoring, passing, whatever, I just try to go out and do my best every night.
Okay, Richard
Dean of the Houston Chronicle. Ed, just kind of talk a little bit about how you guys could actually stay in the game and almost pull it out, despite the fact that they're so aggressive on the boards and they got so many rebounds. But how were you guys able to stay in there?
Well, we knew going into this game that it could very much be our last game. So, no matter when they started hitting shots down the stretch, we all kind of looked at each other like, man, keep going, keep grinding. This everything, like, just put all that you have out on the line. And that's honestly how we stayed in. We don't give up at all, ever.
Okay, right here.
Gamal Jones, Garage Apartment. When you were making your run in the second half, this is to both Ed and Jalon, what were you telling your teammates during those emotions?
Edward, start, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just we're here, keep on fighting. It starts with defense, and our offense is coming. We miss a couple shots, and then we did get stops, I felt like, and then we came down and hit a couple big shots. And yeah, that's really how I felt about it.
Yeah. Jalon.
We're battle tested. We kept on telling each other we've been in this situation over and over and over the course of the season. So when it came to this, we felt in our comfort zone, and that allows us to come back with energy every single time.
Okay, up here front.
Matt Fay, Belmont Enterprise for Edward. It seemed like you and Josh and Zeke or for Lamar were kind of going back and forth, banging in the post a lot tonight. Can you just describe what it was like during that matchup, kind of down in the post?
Yeah, and Ziakor, he's a very great player. Obviously, he was second team all conference, and for me, I have kind of a underdog kind of attitude going into it. I played JUCO, so that's probably where I get that from. So he's a great player. I can't take that away from him, and yeah, just the battle. I'm not going to lay down for anyone, no matter who they are. But yeah, he's a great player, and he definitely got the best of me tonight in the W. So, but I won't take anything away from him.
Okay, any more questions for the student athletes? Okay, Richard, be the last one.
Richard Dean, Houston Chronicle. Jalon, just talk a little bit about that. Coach kind of touched on it. They only made 4 3-pointers this time. talk about your defense and for the team and how y'all guys could just hold them to that low percentage.
It starts off in practice and film. We watch over the tapes of the last few games, and we noticed that we were lacking in our closeouts. So they really hinted on us to, really get up into them, and allowed us to lower their field goal percentage from the 3. So I really feel like that was the key for it.
Guys, thank you. You're dismissed. You can take your nameplates and your water.
And your
Yeah.
nameplates.
And your nameplates. Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, questions for Coach Cottrell? I'm sure there will be some. Brandon? Thanks, guys.
Following up on what the players talked about, the ability to shut them down from 3-point range. You shut them out in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
How important was it to be able to do so and stay in the game despite the fact that they were out dominating and rebounding?
Yeah, we felt like that was one of the major keys to the game was we could never let them get comfortable. We did everything we could to kind of push them a little bit higher out, make that 3 attempt a little bit farther away than what they're used to, and not let them get comfortable shooting from the 3. They're a team that once they get a rhythm going, they're really hard to stop. When we played them at their place, by the end of the game, everything was going in, and we didn't want to ever let them get in that position. We really did a lot of switching out on their shooters and trying to do everything we could to make them feel uncomfortable, make them put the ball on the floor, and not get that catch and shoot 3 that they feel really good about.
Okay, Jamal?
Coach, they did go up on you second half of the game, but you seem to be poised and had your team come back. Tell us what you were telling them and what adjustments you made during that run.
Well, from a tactical point of view, we changed our defense and did a couple things a little bit different. We went to some zone trap stuff and tried to take them out of their rhythm. But from just a mental approach, we've been in so many of these games. If you look back at our record this year, virtually every game we played in has been a single digit 1 or 2 point game, and a lot of times we were down a lot and had to fight our way back in. Sam Houston, we were down 25, late in the game and found our way to get it to a double overtime game. So we felt comfortable. Our guys weren't nervous about the fact we were down 10 with 8-9 minutes to go in the game. That didn't make us feel as though we were rushed in any way. We knew we had plenty of time to get back in the game, and that's just battle tested from throughout the year. Same thing, we beat Wake Forest. We were down late in the game and found a way to get it into overtime and win the game.
Richard
Dean, Houston Chronicle. Coach, Ian struggled a little bit, and I guess they did some things to take him out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to feel good about how y'all played and almost pulled it out without Ian doing much of a contribution.
Yeah, Ian got obviously that second foul in the first half and put us in a position where he was on the bench. And a lot of times, as coaches, that's a give and take. You feel like you want to have that really good player available to you in the second half. But at the same time, he's sitting over there and he's not getting in the game and not getting a rhythm going. And he never, we've had some luck with that in the past where he has been able to get back in the game in the second half and has been able to really turn it on. But they did a great job of really getting up in him and forcing him to try to do things one-on-one. Ian's a much better player when he can come off a screen and make a move and go and either catch or put it on the floor, 2 dribbles and finish. He was in a position where he was having to do a lot of things one-on-one tonight, and he just never could get in a rhythm and feel good about it.
Brandon?
The door is closed on this season. What do you do to start getting this team in position to be here on a Saturday night?
Well, the first thing is we want to honor the seniors. Those 3 seniors that we have that were in the locker room crying like crazy, crying their eyes out a few minutes ago, meant so much to our program. And that's what I wanted to talk to the younger guys about is look around the room because you're going to be that guy at some point in time in the future. And you don't want to go out in the first round. You want to fight all the way to the championship game and know what it takes to put yourself in that position. I mean, if you look at the way the conference standings are, we could have easily not been playing tonight or not even been playing tomorrow night if things had gone just right. and we've taken care of our business during the regular season. So that's the first thing is put yourself in a position during the regular season where you get a bye or two and get deeper into the tournament and put yourself in a position to get to the championship game. These guys have a lot of character. This, and I told this to the guys when we went in the locker room. I can't recall a team in my recent memory of 30 years almost as a head coach that was as easy and as cooperative and as coachable as these guys were. They shared the ball. They shared the accolades. They worked hard together all the time. There was never any selfishness on this team at any point in time, and that was something that started, with the coaches and the seniors, that this is how we're going to play, and now we've got to carry that on with these younger guys and build upon that. Obviously, we've got some recruiting to do to replace 3 seniors that meant a lot to our program, but I like where we are. Our core group of guys are still young. If you look at, this is kind of a cyclical deal for us. If you look, many years ago, we went from last in the league to 7th in the league to 4th in the league to 1 game from winning the conference championship. And then we went back to last in the league last year, 7th in the league this year. We want to build upon that again. We want to make this next step with these young guys again.
Ron, thank you.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank y'all.